I loaded the bullets and waited 72 hours. Still, I never dared to pull the trigger until in the stinking garbage pile, a dark figure started slowly moving. I barely had any hesitation. Quickly, I pulled the trigger. The enemy's head burst instantly, yet that single shot exposed my position. The counter sniper fired right away. A bullet smashed into my shoulder. The very next second, I shot him dead. Within 2,000 meters, nobody can dodge my bullet, though you might never guess. 3 months earlier, I was just a physics teacher. My wife had just gotten pregnant. Both of us were environmentalists. We built a happy home in the countryside. Then disaster struck on that day. 2 armed men passed by my house. They assaulted my wife mercilessly, unarmed. I could only beg desperately. Instead, they refused to stop, and they burned our home to the ground. My pregnant wife, she died under their ruthless bullets. In that moment, my world collapsed. Hatred grew wildly inside me, like a raging fire spreading endlessly. Soon the soldiers arrived and helped bury my wife. With nothing left, I left with them. From then, the world lost a physics teacher, and the Guard gained a new recruit. That day, I stepped into hellish training to turn myself into the strong. I poured everything into every drill. When others were resting, I kept on training in secret. While others were asleep, I was still working in silence, until one day my fate finally shifted. The war was getting tight. The front line urgently needed snipers. Yet when I applied, the instructor and teammates mocked me to them. I was a rookie who couldn't even unload a mag. How could I ever be a sniper? Still, I stunned them all with one line. I can strip and reassemble an AK in 20 seconds. Something they couldn't finish in 2 minutes. The instructor still gave me a chance to prove it. Watching me blindfold myself arrogantly, mocking voices rose again. Once the order was given, my fluid moves left them speechless. Even the lieutenant colonel beside me was stunned, as every second ticked away. Soon I was done with the reassembly. It took me only 18 seconds. In an instant, they all applauded. From that day, I gave myself a code name. It was White Raven. When I received my weapon, others got the standard SVD sniper rifle, but I was given an old SKS from World War II. Back then, I didn't know the colonel wanted to toughen me, so he told the quartermaster to hand it out, and I held no complaint. Every day I studied that antique rifle, but to be a true sniper, beyond strict live fire practice, I had to master theory as well. For a former physics teacher like me, it was as easy as breathing. Still, the old gun had endless flaws. It often failed during drills. My poor scores made me complain, but the colonel reminded me true skill in shooting has nothing to do with the gun. Those words fired up my spirit. One night during training, everyone shot when the flares lit the sky. Only I stayed down without firing. Then under the jeers of my team, I blind fired and nailed the target. I proved myself with skill. In the end, I graduated with honors and became a true sniper. Then came the very first mission of my life. What I never expected. As we lay hidden, waiting for the target, I saw the man who murdered my wife.